Here in the Rock Tumbler Arena, we have quite a fight tonight. First contender, the Nokia Lumia 520. It was released in April 2013 as sort of a cheap burner phone, and to this day it can be used as a cheap burner phone. In the next corner, we have the Chicago Electric Power Tools 3-pound rock tumbler. It takes the usual crappy stuff in your garden, and it turns it into marginally less crappy yet polished stuff. Together, we have some hex nuts, some hex bolts, and some steel wood screws to mix it up a bit. Now here are the two contenders looking tough at each other. We have the Nokia on the left, we have the rock tumbler on the right. What will they do? The looks on their faces are angry and dangerous. They're ready to go. So they fight! Examining what happens when we take this thing out, we find our nuts, we find our bolts, we find our screws, and we find a very dirty, yet somewhat intact cell phone. In fact, when you wipe off the dust, aside from getting your fingers all black, it looks just fine. On the back, it looks silver from the dust that's come off the nuts and the bolts, but again, it looks just fine on the back. If we turn this sucker on after charging it up a bit, we find that it also works just fine. There are no cracks in the case, there are no cracks in the screen, and everything seems to work fine. The only problem is the camera, which has sort of that fuzzy kind of blur to it that you can see here. It wouldn't take good pictures, but it would still probably work. So what's our verdict here? Nokia wins by a knockout!
Share, like, and subscribe, or humanity will be destroyed.